Who's right? Who's wrong? You decide. Hash it out with Frank Garay and Brian Stevens. Brought to you by Redmond Wholesale.
Hi, I'm Carl Markman with Redmond Wholesale. We're incredibly proud of our history of educating and partnering with the broker and banker community to prepare you for what's next. We've always been committed to same-day turn times on initial underwrites, which allows us to earn your business each and every day. We're happy to sponsor the following program.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hash It Out, or webisode I should say. I'm Frank Garay.
Hi Frank.
Hi Brian, here with Brian Stevens. And Brian, I want to talk about this, get some information out to the guys here. On Wednesday on the National Real Estate Post, which is our other show, the nationalrealestatepost.com, we did a couple of stories that were topical stories that were pertaining to things that are going on in the industry right now, but they happen to be stories that we could use, or as loan officers could be used for marketing, right? For marketing. And so give us some thoughts on this from your perspective on how easy, I mean, just, hearing a story and turning that into, possible cash at the end of the tunnel is. I mean,
okay. So, all right. Well, first of all, I think the important thing about getting into marketing is just the act of doing it. I've said this before. I believe the action is more important than what you're doing with the action.
I agree.
The examples that we gave is we were talking about how the Mortgage Bankers Association just came out and said the closing costs have gone down from the previous quarter by over $200. Got me thinking over here. $200 is real cash.
Right.
It's money.
Yeah.
And there's a great way to spin that. That can also be informative for our past clients, our current clients, and even our future clients, those prospects that we're trying to get off the fence.
Sure.
And $200, I started thinking, what does that buy you? And you're thinking, okay, it'll buy you a used iPhone and all these different things. And I thought to myself, well, let's keep it within the housing room. And I thought, it pays for a U-Haul. I looked up a U-Haul. A 26-foot U-Haul goes for $39 a day, 89 cents per mile. Most people are moving in the same neighborhoods.
Right.
So if you rent that thing for 4 days, you're going to come in under $200.
Yeah.
So our thinking was, well, buying a house just became U-Haul cheaper. And what we mean by that is the money that you're going to save because closing costs have gone down is going to free up enough money for that consumer to go ahead and absorb the cost of actually moving all of their items of need to the new property. Now, is it kind of cheesy? You bet it is. Is it informative? It's informative because it's not necessarily that it's U-Haul cheaper. It's just that buying a house got cheaper.
Right.
And so if we can get a couple of those prospects off the fence to say, you know what, I'm going to re-engage that loan officer, I'm going to re-engage that real estate agent, or if we can get our past clients to say, you know what, Bob's been talking about buying a house, this could be informative for him, and get somebody else off the fence. My point is, Frank, the only thing that this can do is improve your business. It can't hurt your business. You can't put together a marketing piece and send it out and get people mad.
Right.
And tune you out. The only thing it can do is help and get you deals. But more importantly, it's just the notion that once you begin doing something, you can start to do it time and time again, and it becomes more of a habit, it becomes more of a pattern. And it's the pattern of engagement that takes a low producer to a good producer, and as we've said before, a good to a great one.
I tell you too, what I gleaned from this when we did the show is that you took some information and you got creative with it, right? You got creative with it, funny, maybe a little sarcastic, whatever it might be.
Sure.
But you exercise those creative juices, and I think for the most part, a lot of loan originators out there, even real estate people, to be independent contractors and entrepreneurs, I think a lot of us have that creative spirit, but I think a lot of times we can be so beat down with the day-to-day grind that we don't exercise that creativity anymore.
I agree.
And so when you see things like this, or you see stories or articles, or if you watch our show and get the stories from our show, just try to exercise yourself to be creative again. Try to think creatively. Is there a way that I can be creative with this information to get it out to my people, to where I might be able to get some feedback on it, maybe pick up a referral, something like that?
You're right, and here's a very key component to this, and don't overlook this because it's very important, is once you start kind of looking at fun little ways you can be creative with your marketing, the operative word is it's fun.
Right.
Now with my partner, to save time here, I'm just going to give you the lowdown. Frank is going to play his guitar or get involved in music some way every single day of the week.
Right.
It's going to happen.
True.
He's going to leave here and go to his band practice, and he's
Right.
going to come back to work. He's going to go to his church. He's going to get involved. He's going to play
Right.
gigs. He's going to write music. He's got his creative outlet. He
I do.
does it because he enjoys it.
Yeah.
He's going to jump on his motorcycle when he gets time on the weekend. He's going to wake up earlier than he otherwise would. He's going to jump on his bike. He's going to hem and haw with his friends and have a great old time.
Yeah.
These are the things he enjoys to do because it's fun. If you can find a way to make your marketing fun, and creative is a really good conduit to fun,
Right.
if you could do that, you could start to really begin to have a default gear where you'll go and do it not because you have to, but because you like to.
Good.
And you can't lose sight of that, because it's like fasting diets, or it's like, things that are difficult. You can do it for a certain amount of time, but eventually it's going to slide off.
Right.
You have to have a component about your marketing that you enjoy. If you can do that, it really is the difference between being more successful, less successful, and really even having a labor of love with your profession.
There you go. Well, we'll wrap it up now. We went kind of long, so just let us know your comments down below. It's great to share down there because everybody can benefit from that. With that, we'll catch you here next week at Hash It Out.
Does my nose look big?
What's the ultimate measure of a wholesale lender? Commitment. Remen Wholesale is committed to our broker partners. It's why we provide a huge educational platform offering everything from webinars to seminars to individualized training tools and the program you just watched. We understand that our role is to make you look great in front of your customers and referral sources so you can earn more business and increase your income. Find out more at RemenWholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.